There's nothing new about diversity in gender identity and gender expression, but acceptance of it in our society is new. And that's a big part of why more people are coming out as trans now today than ever before. But what exactly does trans mean? And what doesn't it mean? I can explain, but I'm gonna need a hand. We'll start by exploring gender. Gender is how you identify and experience yourself. For most of us, it's presumed at birth based off the bodies we're born with. If you're assigned male, you're presumed to be a man. And if you're assigned female, you're presumed to be a woman. As soon as that happens, society places all sorts of assumptions on us through social norms, gender roles, and gendered expectations. But in truth, at the end of the day, our bodies don't have all that much to do with our gender. For many people, their assigned gender is the same one they grow up to identify with. And there's actually a word to describe these folks. That's cisgender, or cis for short. Many other people might be assigned male at birth, but identify as women. While others might be assigned female at birth, but identify as men. People are incredibly diverse, and some people don't fit neatly into either gender box too. Now, all of these people fit under the trans umbrella. The common denominator is trans people identify with a gender identity different from the one they were assigned at birth. Gender is by its nature both fluid, different societies and cultures define gender in different ways, and extremely personal. Think of gender almost like a universe of possibilities. People can identify anywhere in the gender universe, or they can identify at different points at different times. And some people feel they don't fit completely or at all into the gender universe to begin with. These folks might identify as non-binary, agender, gender fluid, or use all sorts of other terms that best describe who they know themselves to be. And so that's a little bit about gender identity and leads us right into gender expression. Gender expression is how we look and behave. It's how we communicate our inner sense of our own gender to the world outside of us. And as with gender identity, gender expression is a universe of possibilities. So, for example, a woman may prefer what her culture deems a masculine expression in her clothing and her mannerisms, but she can still identify as a woman. She could also identify as masculine of center, androgynous, or use any of a wide range of other terms that she feels best describes her gender expression. Trans people express our genders in all kinds of different ways too, just like everyone else. Some of us choose to use hormones or surgery to better reflect who we are, and others don't. And in the same way, some trans folks change their names, or their pronouns, or how they present to the world, and others don't. At the end of the day, what matters is that we respect and support all of the choices and lived experiences of trans people in our communities and around the world. Gender identity, gender expression, where does sexual orientation fit in with all of this? Let's find out. Think of it almost like another dimension. Sexual orientation is who you're sexually and romantically attracted to. And it actually doesn't have all that much to do with your gender identity or gender expression. So, you can be a trans man who's attracted to men, or to women, or to all sorts of different genders. Or you could be attracted to no genders at all, which is usually called asexuality, and, just like everything else, encompasses a wide variety of different identities and experiences. You get the idea. Human beings experience gender identity, gender expression, and sexuality in remarkably unique and diverse ways. And it's all good.